Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming back to the podcast today. And we're in a live remote setting, a nice theater setting. I want to come on and talk about a new theater that's opened down here in Webster, Texas, with Bonnie Reichel, who's a managing consultant of Standing Ovations Theater. We've talked before, Bonnie. We've done a little story before, a little bit of a preview, a little taste of things to come. But now, clearly, we're further along in the process. You had an open house recently, and I wanted to come back and talk to you and kind of get a little update on how things are going.
It's so exciting. And so great to be here finally after 3 years. We thought we were going to open several times and then things would happen. So it's finally the dream is a reality.
Well, that's good. Going back to that open house that was just last weekend, tell me about how did it go? What was some of the feedback you got, et cetera?
We had that we could kind of calculate over 300 people here.
Okay.
Everyone that came in was excited and impressed with the place. Reading the comments afterwards, we had very professional class act, organized. Just people were blown away. No one expected this to be inside the building, I think. So.
Okay. Now, taking us back to the beginning. Again, I said I did a story on this earlier, but for people who've not seen that, maybe don't know anything about the theater, they drive by, they've seen some stuff happening over time. Walk us back to the beginning. How did all this get started?
Well, we had a benefactor, has a foundation, Henderson Charitable Foundation, and he wanted a legacy. He doesn't have a family or a wife or anything, and he wanted to build a theater. He loved theater, and he wanted it to be his legacy. So he approached several of us that were involved in theaters before that we knew and said, I want to build a theater, will you help me? And he knew I had built a theater back home in Dallas, so he said, will you help me? And I said, you betcha I will. So that's how we ended up here. We had many adventures along the way. So.
Right. So how long has it been since the breaking of the ground, so to speak, to present time?
It was August 21 when we first, I believe, got our building permits or demolition permits to demolish the two buildings that were here and turn it into the one. So.
Okay. And the challenges along the way. What have been some of those challenges? Give me the three biggest challenges you faced erecting this theater.
Oh my goodness, there's been so many. Permits
Okay.
and more permits. Getting people to work, show up and work, for one thing. Just the legal paperwork of it all. The water authority. We have a Clear Lake Homeowners Association.
Okay.
Who knew?
Okay.
So along the way, we were surprised with things we didn't even know. We had to abide by their rules too.
Right.
So
Right.
we would revamp and then see what their rules were and then go from there. So.
Okay. And going back to the open house, you had people coming and going. I'm sure you had lots of people asking you questions about when's the first performance. And even though people can't see on the video right now, behind the video, we've got some set construction going on. And, we'll go into a little bit of a preview of an upcoming season here in just a minute. But as far as people coming in for the first time and seeing it, from just a purely theater perspective, venue perspective, what was some of the feedback as far as just having an option like this, theater option like this in Webster, when historically a lot of the places that used to be in this area are no longer here?
We had a lot of comments that as they walked through, especially as theater people, that this theater was built by theater people. It accommodates the actors, it accommodates the audience. I mean, everything is just kind of very organized. And as an audience member, we had, wow, I've never gotten to see the light booth or backstage, or how interesting it all was.
Right.
To be able to see the things they never get to see. So.
Okay. And the specs of the theater itself, how big is it? How many does it seat, et
Oh
cetera?
my goodness. Now, I don't know how big it
Okay.
is, but we seat 107. We do have the handicap down here in the front row.
Sure.
And room for their companion. We have the event center in there, which we have tables for 100 in there. I think our capacity is like 587 or something, and I believe we almost reached that Saturday. But yeah, it just, we wanted everyone who walked in here to be welcome and comfortable.
Okay. Okay.
So.
Now, would you consider that for people who have theater experience and they would know about theater setups and stuff like that, would you consider this a black box, or is this something different?
I think it's a little bit bigger than a
bit bigger
black
than that.
box.
Okay.
I say, Harbor and Pasadena and all the theaters, we all work together. And then there's the alley, and
Right.
kind of somewhere down here is
Okay.
Standing Ovation.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's good. And what might people expect coming up in the next several months? I know you're ready to get going.
Oh my gosh. October 11th, we open Rumors, the Neil Simon comedy. It's hysterical. From the very beginning, you're going to laugh all the way through. Then January, we're going to start our regular season. We do have season tickets on sale for that. That will be the musical comedy Murders of 1940. We have Night Watch, Strangers on a Train. Rock of Ages is our musical. I know I'm leaving somebody out. Arsenic and Old Lace. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Kind of a mixture, something for everybody, the young,
Right.
the older, try to get everyone that would enjoy, something for everyone, I guess.
Okay. As far as people getting involved, now most people understand community theater relies heavily on volunteers. Talk about the volunteers that you have. Are you still looking for volunteers?
Absolutely. We want everyone who wants to do anything with theater to walk through these doors and start. I have a great volunteer coordinator, Annette, and just all you have to do is text us, email us, get on the web page. I will give her your name, and she has a volunteer list, a little groupie list. When we're doing something, she'll put it out there and see who can come. If there's a specific area you want to do, like snack bar costumes or whatever, just tell her. And then when we're doing that, she'll call you. We want everyone. We want everyone.
Okay. Now, what about to the aspiring actor? Someone that may have an interest in theater, but they've never done it. Is Standing Ovations a theater for those kind of folks, or is this designed to be for people who already have some theater experience?
No, we want you to come and learn. And if you don't know, we'll start you with a small part. We'll help you along the way. Well, I have a girl that works with me a lot, and I met her when I did a show in Pasadena, and she had never done anything either, and now she is here helping, and I actually just said, I want to do something in the first show. I said, well, I'm sure they'll be able to find something for you to do, so she's going to work backstage.
Okay.
It's like there's something for everyone.
Something for everyone. That's good.
And we're going to have classes, too.
I was going to ask you that next.
Yes.
Talk about any classes you're going to have
We
in the
don't have
future.
them scheduled right now because we
Sure.
just got open, but we do know in the summer we'll have children's classes.
Mm-hmm.
We plan to have improv classes and, adult classes maybe later on. We're kind of throwing that around. I have Teresa, who does our little storybook time, who will do things during the day for daycares and schools to come and have a field trip. And that way the seniors can have the stage during the day and be part of that. So like I said, we want everyone, someone,
Right.
From ages 2 to 92, we want you here,
Okay. Now, we talked, and I know when I was here at the open house last week, and I know we talked a little bit before this interview about facility being available for people outside the program, that it's for rent if people are interested in renting it. Talk about that.
We have a event center on the other side, and we have tables and chairs and everything all set up in there, and you can come and rent it. We have it already rented out till January for other
good.
theaters who don't have a venue to perform. And one lady is doing a private reading of her play to get feedback before she puts it out there. I've had many people ask about birthday parties, anniversary parties, and so yes, it's there.
Okay.
And
So I could-
everyone has mentioned that it's very affordable.
Oh, good. Very good.
We wanted
Very
this to be a community place,
good. Sure. Okay.
so.
So if someone wanted to have a private screening of a movie or a play or something like that, they could do that here.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Very good. And so if people want more information, whether they want to volunteer, they want to look at upcoming shows, rent the facility, where would they find the information, Bonnie?
We have a website, standingovationtheater.org.
Okay.
You can follow Standing Ovation Theater on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, I believe. I mean, we're out there. We're out there everywhere.
You're everywhere. Okay.
Yes. Google us, it comes right up. So.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, I wish the theater and everyone involved nothing but success. I know I'll probably be spending a fair amount of time here myself.
Good. And thank you.
All right.
We're thrilled to be here, and we can't wait to entertain everyone
Very good.
or get them involved in helping us entertain.